Welcome back, y'all. Another average man. I am the average man. Bringing it to you just like I get it. First of all, before I go any further, I'd like to thank God for all He's done for me, all He's done for you. I'm sure. Thank God for this day. May He keep a hedge of protection around our country. Bless our leaders, our pastors, our children. They're going out and coming in. In Jesus' name, amen. So, day 35 of the shutdown, right? Wow, it's crazy. So, I'm tripping because, well, I'm actually not tripping because I don't get food stamps. And, and I guess it does matter to the people who actually need the food stamps. But I know people that's crying about these food stamps, man. And when they get these food stamps, bro, they be selling them joints, man. Hey, man, that's what I'm talking about. You talking about waste and fraud? That's what I'm talking about. So you get the food stamps and you sell them. Now everybody don't fall under the same category though, I think. But I believe that there's some type of principle to it. You know, I know people sell food stamps and you know they actually use that money that they sell the food stamps with to help pay the short part of their electric bill or something, or something came up. You know how it is, like s- something come up. Hey, you get the food stamps, and you know what I'm saying. I get $500 worth of food stamps. I can sell this 100. Help somebody else out, and take this other 50 and pay my. I get that logic too. You know what I'm saying? Makes more sense than selling the food stamps for weed, pills, hair, eyelashes, and things of that nature. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Like you, oh Lord, what we gonna do? Well, what you gonna do? What you should do is understand if you allow the government to take care of you, you are a slave. Now, I didn't say if you allow the government to help you. It's a little difference. See, because these services paid for by taxpayer money is to assist you, not make you dependent on the government. Better yet, on the people. You know what I mean? So, what are we really talking about? What are we really talking about? Like, come on, man. There has not been a time that I've known people not to be able to make it. So, I'm gonna just say, especially in Minnesota, I'm gonna say that. I'm gonna say that. Just because Brother Taylor used to be, I've been homeless and been on drugs and all of that. By the grace of God, I've been delivered of those shortcomings. You know what I'm saying? I've been delivered of those shortcomings, and I'm cool, right? But there was a time that I knew there was one thing that I might not get, right? I might not get that next hit, but I know one thing for sure: I was gonna eat. Never had a problem about you. That's why I got a little problem with people who had them signs. Okay, I ain't knocking the hustle. You know what I'm saying? If that's what you feel like you need to do to make ends meet, if you feel like you need to stand out in the middle of a busy intersection in the rain, sleet, and snow, holding a sign, you know, and hustling that way, hey, man, more power to you. That's cool, right? That's what you want to do. I ain't knocking nobody's hustle. You understand me? But if you're able to do that, you able to stand in the unemployment temp service line. I done it, right? I done it right off Chicago and Franklin in my heyday of getting high. My last year, my last year getting high was in Minneapolis, 1996. My last year, right? And so I just sat in that right there, Atlas. I think y'all know what I'm talking about. Chicago and Franklin, right there, Atlas. They used to call it the zone. I wonder where Felicia is. I remember they had one lady named Felicia. She was way gone as far as her addiction. Talking about barefoot in the cold, tight, selling shoes. Her daughter would come get her, and, you know, she was selling shoes, brand new shoes. She was selling to walk around barefoot in the cold. So I know I thank God for deliverance, because yeah. But you know, there's choices. We all have to make choices. We all make mistakes, okay, and that's fine. But sometimes we're gonna have to wake up to the fact that we can't be relying on the government. This should be a prime example of not relying on the master, right? And the Democrats got it on lock, right? Because they want to give massive amounts of money to illegals, right? For healthcare and all these other government subsidies that's coming out of taxpayers' money. That's why I don't understand why. What's the problem? Like, and I know what the problem is. The problem is Trump derangement syndrome. That's the problem. Because if Obama was doing all of this, man, please. First of all, the government wouldn't be shut down, right? Because they love dangling that string and keeping you in their grips, keeping the chains on you, keeping you in the cotton field. They love doing that. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man. I just know that if this thing ever uh, gets back open or whatever, I hope I really hope that some people uh, know that it doesn't last. It can be taken away just as fast as they give it to you. So I would like people to learn a lesson from it. Like, if you're an able-bodied person that can go see, especially here in Minnesota, and I think like because I come from Gary, right, where hold on, let me get this right. Let me say this right. There's opportunity where you look for it. Like you got to go get it. I know successful people in Gary right now, right? Successful people, the business owners, homeowners, all that, right there in Gary right now. My parents and I done it for years. Like I graduated high school 1983, and I think I worked every day after I got out of high school, even before that, because my yeah. quick story. Uh, 1978, my dad goes and gets a car for me for my graduation. And so now they like these new kids. You did go to the car lot. So remember now, I graduated in '83. We got the car, '78, right? And then he told me on the way while we was pulling the car with the truck to the house, that's what you get from your graduation. I was excited. Man, I was excited. I was excited. It was a 68 Chevy Nova. It didn't run. Uh, the body was in good condition, but it had been weather beaten. I think he got it out in Hobart or something. You go out there, you'll just see cars. Well, back in the day, you just see cars sitting out in front of their yard, sitting there for sale, or come and get it. I think my dad paid about $50 for that car. So from 1978 to the time for me to graduate, I did. I worked for the Post Tribune, slinging papers, and they wouldn't pay me, so I collected everybody's money and kept it. My bad. Forgive me, Lord. Forgive me for that. So every time I think about something that I've done and I ain't asking forgiveness for, I just say it anyway. Just say it anyway. But they ain't pay me. I'm dead. So out there slinging papers, all them papers. I had a big old route too. I had a big old route I had a route from like Grant Street all the way to Madison. Man, please. Shoot. They paid me all that money. All that collect money because you really have to go collect it. Paperboy, they come, they give you a little, they give you their money, you give them a little ticket. You're supposed to turn the tickets in on Broadway down there by the city council. City council. That was GI's White Castle. Y'all know it. Anybody that's watching this that's good, y'all know what I'm talking about. So anyway, yeah, I worked for the Post Tribune. I went out. I worked at the Village. They had a blind company out there, horizontal and vertical blinds. We had to work out there. I did that. I worked. I worked for back truck company. If you ever know what a back truck is, if you ever see the big old trucks on the road with the big canister, the big silver canister, and the big hose coming out the back of it and over the top, that's a vac truck. And what they do is they do it's dirty jobs. They put the hose down there and they suck out stuff from underground and all kinds of stuff. I cut grass. Uh, I worked with my dad in the garden because he had his own garden, uh, picking greens. Hate picking greens. Just love eating them. But yeah, I worked. I worked. You know what I'm saying? And by the time I graduated, the car was immaculate. And in that period, because my dad knew how to do all kinds of stuff. He could work on anything. So all that stuff he showed me. So that's how I know what I know. Because my father showed me. You know what I'm saying? Roy Jackson, bless his soul. Right. And so I know what it is, man. Like to work. So when you tell me that you're able-bodied and you can't work and you can't find a job, and I know I work in Gary. So when you come from a place like Gary and you're in a place like Minnesota, you can't see it because you were here. Like there's so much opportunity in Minnesota that like they have a Summit Academy. You know, they got St. Paul College, 2-year courses, uh, pipe fitting, excavating, carpentry, diesel mechanics, auto body repair. All of this is right here at the fingertips of these young people, and they're not taking advantage of it because they don't have that same struggle. They don't have that same struggle. And that's what I just believe that. I don't know. I'm not saying that that's the truth. That's just my opinion. I don't believe it that they don't. I don't believe that they see the opportunities that they have, and if they do, they don't use it for whatever reason. I remember ordering a part for my '07 Chevy Suburban, right? And I'm on the phone with the young lady, and it was, "Hello, how can I help you?" "Well, wait a minute, could you hold for a minute?" Uh, So then she clicks back on the phone. She's still talking to whoever she was talking to. "Okay, uh, what can I help you with?" And I told her, "I need a alternator for '07 Suburban." And she said, "Okay." So about a few minutes passed, got a little quiet. She goes, "Sir, could you tell me who made Suburban?" Okay, okay. So I said, shit, I was almost a little sarcastic with it, but I spared the young lady, and I automatically didn't understand why no one is not working because with that alone lets me know that they're not being trained. You know, in every place that I go, it got a hiring sign. It's hiring, 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 hiring. You know, and like they just choose not to work. Um, and it the goes back to the '60s. You know, even then, Jim Crow and all that. Yeah, yeah, yeah. But families, dads was at the crib, and moms was at the crib, giving great examples of how to be an adult, a responsible adult. That's not the case now. There's only I was just watching the news. I was just watching the news, and there was a young lady complaining about not getting her food stamps, and you know, she's short on she got a disconnect notice for her electric bill, and, and all this going on. And I'm noticing, and I'm not judging people. I'm just using for an example. I'm I'm looking at the lady standing there. You know what I'm saying? With 5 children, with one in the arm, right? What I don't see is the man. I don't see the father. I don't see the dad, right? That's a problem in America. That's a real problem. My grandsons and sons that are around me that are call themselves dating and courting. Uh, my son has a really nice lady in his life. My grandson as well, and my other grandson Brian. They have really nice ladies in their life, and they've been together for a few years, so they're not swinging around or whatever. But I'm preaching every time they come around me marriage, and I'm preaching it because I tell them I need them to be better than their fathers. I need my son to be better than me. I need y'all to be better than y'all fathers. So I'm telling my grandsons that I need you to be better than my son. And I'm telling my son that, hey, you need to be better than me. That's the message. That's the message. Uh, man, that's the message. That's the message. You know, because what's happened, and people don't realize that devices have taken over parenting. So they're not getting the attention due to whatever factor, what's going on. Oh, I need all of my hands in here. Wait a minute. So if I turn this way. See, I gotta learn all this camera stuff here. Okay, cool. So what's happening? That's right. That's what I'm looking for. So devices have taken over parenting. So they're not getting the whole. Children are not getting. Not all children. Some children are not getting the whole effect of love, touch, or feel from the parent. So the children find their love, their happiness, their opinion with device. So if you're not telling your children how to live, the device is. They have, if you notice, that's they get their emotion from a device. It's the reason why, in my opinion, man, just in my opinion, y'all saying in my opinion. In my opinion, these children are so unemotional that they could just take another life and feel no remorse. Just do it for the heck of it. Reminds me of a certain game that I despise. If I could do, boy, if I could run for any kind of office and do just one thing, I would ban Grand Theft Auto. I would ban it. It's terrible. And if you watch, if you pay attention, and in comparison to crimes that happen within the young community, in our black community, right? What happens is it's the same thing. They steal people's cars at gunpoint. They take their money. They pull them out their cars. They beat them up. They drive off to the in the car. It's the same. Sound like Grand Theft Auto to me. Sound like Grand Theft Auto to me. I'm just saying. And these children are very impressionable. You know, they don't know the difference between fiction and reality. You know, some of these who this on
They probably watching Ruthless. You trying to do some fire.
What's going on?
Come on, man. Hey, Papa, man. Hey, Grandpa. What's going on, man? I need to put some shit in that man's head, man.
Hey, hold on, bro. I'm live. I'm going live right now, bro.
Oh, what's going on, man? What's going on, podcast?
I'm on YouTube. What's going on with it?
So
He think I can't have an anonymous kid.
You say what?
He think I can't have an anonymous kid.
An anonymous kid.
Yeah.
no, that's not the thing. I'm saying he think he's gonna have.
Wait, you can't say that because he on YouTube.
Right, my bad.
You on live?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm live right now.
Oh,
Yeah, I can't say it.
You can't even say it.
Well, that's good because I don't want to get kicked off. Hey, anyway, look, this the average man. I gotta holler at my grandsons and my son and them. Like I just told y'all, stay in their face. That's what I do. I'm Big Papa.
Hey, yo.
You dig? Hey, I hit y'all back in a minute. Average man out. Peace.
Big Papa is crazy.
That's right. Big Papa.